Hi, you guys. This is Misty with the Oracle Evolution. Welcome or welcome back. Now, if you are ready to stop memorizing those tarot card keywords and start really understanding how the cards actually show up in your real life, then you are definitely in the right place. Because this is not your average tarot course. This is the Tarot Deep Dive series that I am about to introduce, and I am going to take you on the most powerful, the most grounded, and the most real world journey through the tarot deck you have ever experienced. We're not just going to learn tarot card meanings, we're going to decode how each card shows up in money, career, relationships, spiritual gifts, trauma patterns, and the deeper karmic contracts that are often running behind the scenes. You're going to see how these energies really show up, sometimes loud and obvious, and sometimes subtle and silent, but always relevant and always speaking to something deeper. This is the series I wish existed when I first started, because it doesn't just teach you tarot, it teaches you how to read life through tarot. Now, let me tell you what makes this series completely different from anything else out there that you will find. I am not just teaching you how to interpret a card. I'm showing you how to use tarot as a complete system for healing, for coaching, for self-evolution, and for client transformation. In every episode, we are going to explore each card through 40 real life themes. And I'm not talking about vague categories. I mean the areas that people actually struggle through and ask about. We're talking the messy stuff, the emotional stuff, the hidden patterns, the power struggles, the financial sabotage, the karmic loops, the spiritual triggers. Everything you wish someone would just say out loud when it comes to what these cards really mean. So when I say themes, I'm talking about love and relationships, money and abundance, career shifts, business decisions, physical health, emotional healing, trauma cycles, shadow work, spiritual warfare, family patterns, visibility wounds, toxic friendships, false mentors, generational curses, red flags, divine protection, and even things like the collective energy shifts, government systems, crime, manipulation, psychic gifts, and ancestral contracts. This is not fluff. This is what is really playing out when a card lands in your reading. Each video in the series is going to be time-stamped. So whether you want to watch the whole thing or jump directly to what matters most in that moment, I've got you covered. Now, if you are the type of person who wants to master tarot at a soul deep level, I highly recommend that you watch each of the deep dive videos all the way through. The full episodes will show you the bigger patterns across life themes, and that's how you shift from being just a reader to becoming a true guide. But if you already know like what niche you work in or what your focus is, whether that's love readings, trauma healing, spiritual mentorship, or business coaching, you can just use those timestamps to go straight to the categories that align with your focus. Each section is like its own private lesson, specific, direct, and deeply applicable. You can also take the hybrid approach by watching the full episode first, absorb the connections, then come back and choose 3 to 5 core themes that you really want to specialize in. Build depth in those areas while still having the knowledge to handle anything else that shows up in a reading. And if you are here for your own personal growth, then use this series like a mirror. Every time you pull a card, come back to the episode, Find the section that matches your specific situation and let the card guide you into deeper self-awareness. We're talking going beyond the surface level, okay? This is not just about collecting information. This is about transformation, about your evolution. Now, let's talk about the 40 life themes that we will explore in this series. These aren't just categories. I built them to reflect the real questions people bring to readings every day. And I'll also share who each theme is best suited for, whether you're a tarot reader, a coach, or a spiritualist specializing in that area. We start with general everyday life. This is for intuitive readers and spiritual life coaches who help people make sense of daily struggles or stagnation. The questions in this space sound like, why do I feel stuck? Or what area of my life needs the most attention? Or why do I keep repeating the same cycles? These readings often show where someone's life force energy is blocked and what needs to shift. Then we go into love and relationships. This is obviously for love readers, twin flame readers, relationship coaches, and anyone who helps clients navigate romantic patterns. Single people might ask, why do I keep attracting emotionally unavailable partners? Or am I ready for love? Those in committed relationships want to know if their partner is being honest or faithful, or if the spark is gone for good. People in toxic or karmic relationships usually ask, why can't I let go? Or is this person my soulmate? Or a spiritual lesson I need to release? These are some of the most emotional and intense readings you will ever do. And this series will guide you and will give you the tools to navigate them. Next up, my favorite is money and finances. This theme is perfect for financial readers, money mindset coaches, and tarot readers who specialize in career or business. The questions here are deeply rooted in self-worth, fear, and legacy. Clients often ask, how can I attract more abundance? Or why do I always feel broke? Or what money habits are sabotaging me? These cards often reveal old belief systems that were inherited, not chosen, and the energy that needs to shift to experience true wealth. Then we move into career and work. Career readers, executive coaches, and intuitive strategists will love this section. People ask, should I quit my job? Or why do I feel lost in my work? Or am I being valued by my boss? These readings are about direction, alignment, and breaking through plateaus or power struggles in the workplace. Another favorite is business and entrepreneurship. Now, these readings are for wealth and success coaches, business tarot readers, and creators who help others scale and strategize. Entrepreneurs will often ask questions like, is this the right time to launch? Or why is my business stuck? Or what's the block that's keeping me from growing? We'll also explore energy leaks, branding issues, audience resistance, and the fear of visibility that hides behind a lot of business burnout. Friendships and social circles are up next. These readings are great for shadow work readers, relationship readers, and life coaches. Clients might ask, who can I trust? Or is someone around me jealous? Or why do I keep attracting fake friends? These cards will show you how people are being influenced by their circle and whether these relationships are nurturing or draining them. Then we explore family and home life. Now, this is for ancestral healers, family pattern readers, and anyone working with generational trauma. Common questions include, how can I heal from my upbringing? Or what patterns run through my bloodline? Or is it time to move or cut ties with family members? Now, these readings are deeply emotional and powerful, especially when working with root chakra wounds or family-based control systems. Next is the spiritual journey and awakening theme. This is for light workers, for spiritual coaches, and ascension guides. People often come to you asking, am I going through a spiritual awakening? Or why do I feel disconnected from spirit? Or is this teacher or community safe for me? These cards help you to discern between true elevation and false light teachings that actually trap people in dangerous loops. Okay, so then we're going to move on into self-care and personal growth. This is the territory of trauma healers, life coaches, and empowerment readers. Clients will often ask, how do I stop sabotaging myself? Or why am I so disconnected from my needs? Also, what version of me needs nurturing right now? These readings go beyond surface level self-care. They focus on energetic alignment and self-respect. From there, we jump into health and wellness, divided into the categories of physical health as well as mental or emotional health. This is for wellness coaches, holistic tarot readers. You're going to resonate here. Clients may ask, what's the energetic root of my illness? Or why do I feel stuck in anxiety? Or how can I improve my well-being from the inside out? These cards can reveal stress patterns, stored trauma, or soul fatigue before those issues become physical. As within, so without. Now, we're going even deeper. The next theme is spiritual warfare and psychic protection. These readings are for my spiritual warriors, for shadow workers, and anyone who helps people reclaim their energy. Clients often come in feeling drained, scattered, or under attack. And they'll often ask, why do I feel heavy for no reason? Or tired for no reason? Or is someone sending me negative energy? Or how can I spiritually protect myself? These cards will often reveal hidden battles happening behind the scenes, things the conscious mind has not caught, but the soul feels deeply. After that comes shadow work and inner child healing. This is the zone of trauma-informed readers, inner child coaches, and deep transformational guides. Your clients may not always know how to ask for this directly, but you'll hear things like, why do I keep sabotaging myself? Or why am I so reactive? Or why does this wound feel so old? These readings reveal the parts of someone's past that are still running the show and give them the clarity to finally break free. Next up is legal matters, court cases, contracts. These are often requested by people in the middle of major decisions or disputes. Practical tarot readers and legal energy-focused advisors will use these themes to answer questions like, should I sign this? Or will I win my case? Or is there something hidden I need to know before I commit? The cards become a spotlight for truth and a tool for protecting yourself from unseen consequences. Next up, we step into another favorite of mine, criminal investigations and true crime energy. These readings are for psychic investigators, intuitive detectives, and those who use tarot to uncover the truth in dark or confusing situations. People will ask, who's guilty here? Or is this person telling the truth? And even what really happened. These readings are pretty heavy, but if you're called to them, this section will give you structure and insight. Now we move into karmic cycles, life lessons, and soul contracts. These themes are for karmic readers, soul purpose coaches, and ancestral healers. Clients will often ask questions like, why do I keep attracting the same situation? Or what lesson am I missing? Or even, how do I break this karmic loop? These readings help people to understand the deeper patterns behind their experiences, why they are repeating, and what their purpose is, and how to consciously evolve out of them. Consciously and quickly evolve out of them. Then we dive into power dynamics, control, and manipulation. These are incredibly powerful readings for narcissistic abuse survivors, empowerment coaches, and anyone helping others reclaim their authority. People come in asking, am I being manipulated? Or why do I feel so powerless? Or how can I stop giving my energy away? The cards here often uncover subtle forms of control, gaslighting, or spiritual bypassing that keep people feeling small. Energy blockages, delays, and stagnation is next. This theme is perfect for energy healers, manifestation coaches, and tarot readers helping clients to break through. People might say, why do I feel stuck? Or why isn't this working? What's blocking me right now? These readings often point to unseen resistance, expired timelines, or hidden fears keeping someone in limbo. Then we explore fame. I'm gonna live forever. Sorry, I had to do that. Public image and influence. These are for visibility coaches, content readers, and anyone working with creatives or public figures. Clients will ask, how do people really see me? Or is someone trying to damage my reputation? Or why is my audience not growing? These cards can reveal personal branding issues, imposter syndrome, and energetic resistance to being seen. After that comes government, politics, and global systems. These are big picture readings for collective readers, political intuitives, and systemic energy workers. People will often ask, what's really happening behind the scenes? Or can I trust this leadership? Or even, how will this global shift affect me personally? These readings can connect the micro to the macro, helping people to understand their place in a changing world. Community and social impact is the next theme. This one is for readers working with activists, with visionaries, or with people called to lead. Clients may ask, what is my role in the collective? Or how can I make a difference without burning out? Or why do I feel disconnected from the people around me? These cards help activate someone's mission while grounding them in community. And the next theme is jealousy, envy, and rivalries. This is powerful for shadow work readers and empowerment coaches. Clients might come in asking, is someone around me envious? Or why do I feel triggered by someone else's success? They also may ask, how do I stop comparing myself to others? These readings bring unconscious competition to the surface so that healing and boundaries can take place. Then we have timing, fate, and predictive indicators. These are for future-focused readers, timing intuitives, and strategic spiritualists. Say that 5 times fast. People will ask, when is the right time for this decision? Or is this meant to be? Or am I being delayed for a particular reason? These cards often reveal divine timing, soul contracts, and energetic checkpoints. Next up, we have dream interpretation and subconscious messages. This is perfect for dream workers, channelers, and readers who are focused on intuition and the subconscious. Their clients will often ask, what does this dream mean? Or is spirit trying to tell me something? Or even, why do I keep having this same dream over and over? These readings give voice to what is buried in the subconscious and ready to rise. Up next is manifestation, creation, power, and the law of attraction. These readings are for obviously manifestation coaches, energy alignment readers, and spiritual strategists. You might ask, why isn't my manifestation working? Or what energy am I putting out? Or even what lesson am I missing that is keeping me stuck in lack? These cards help reveal whether someone is creating power or if someone is creating from power or if they are creating from fear. Then we move into spiritual contracts and ancestral influence. This is sacred work for ancestral healers, mediums, and soul contract readers. The questions that often come up sound like, what patterns am I carrying that aren't mine? Or is my family karma affecting my purpose? Or even, how do I clear spiritual obligations I didn't consciously agree to? These are deep lineage level insights that rewire someone's foundation. Next is destiny versus free will in readings. This one's for karmic interpreters, empowerment coaches, and spiritual philosophers. People will often ask, is this meant to happen? Or can I change this outcome? Or how much of this is my control? These readings challenge the client's belief systems and ask them to step into co-creation rather than just passively accepting fate. Then we touch on corruption, deception, and hidden enemies. This is key for psychic protectors, spiritual warfare readers, and anyone trained in intuitive discernment. Your clients may come in asking, am I being deceived? Or is someone working against me? Or what am I not seeing clearly? The cards reveal energy cloaked in illusion, intentional or otherwise. After that, we explore collective energy and global shifts. These readings are powerful for collective channels, world event intuitives, and light workers focused on macro level energies. Clients will ask, why does everything feel so chaotic right now? Or what is shifting on a collective level? Or how do I stay grounded when the world feels so unstable? These cards bridge the personal and the planetary. Then we look at endings, closure, and transformation cycles. These are must-know themes for shadow workers and transformational readers. People often ask, why did this have to end? Or how do I move forward? Or what's waiting for me on the other side of this? These readings are all about evolution and rebirth and how to let go with intention. Red flags, warnings, and divine protection come up next. This is where spiritual protectors and no-nonsense tarot coaches shine. Clients might ask, am I ignoring a red flag? Or what warning signs am I missing? Or what is spirit trying to save me from, or teach me, or tell me? These cards often show up as a spiritual stop sign or a protective detour. Psychic gifts and activation messages follow. These are for spiritual teachers, light workers, and intuitive development readers. People will say things like, are my gifts activating? Or what gifts are activating? How can I use my intuition more clearly? Or what abilities am I not fully tapping into? These readings empower people to claim their gifts and use them with clarity. Then we have personal and professional boundaries. This is crucial for empowerment coaches, relationship readers, and mentors. Clients will say, why do I keep letting people cross my boundaries? Or how do I stop overgiving? Or where do I need to protect my time and energy better? These cards teach self-respect through structure. Spiritual tests and triggers is next. This one's for ascension guides and shadow work readers. People will often ask, why is this happening again? Or why do I keep getting tested? Or what is this situation trying to teach me? These are powerful moments of refinement where the universe is checking whether someone's growth is real. We will also explore your role in other people's lessons. Karmic readers and soul contract coaches live in this space. Clients ask, am I the lesson in their life? Or why do people keep projecting onto me? Or how do I step out of their cycle without guilt? These readings clarify whether it's your path or theirs. Then we tap into personal power and self-accountability. These are cornerstone themes for transformational readers and empowerment strategists. Here, clients want to know, where am I giving my power away? Or how do I stop blaming others? Or what part of this is actually my responsibility? The cards reveal what needs to be owned before it can be changed. Unexpected events and divine detours is another powerful one. Predictive readers and life path intuitives work well here. People will say, why did everything fall apart? Or was this disruption meant to happen? Or how can I get back on track? These cards help people trust the reroute, trust the process, right? Then we have obsession, addiction, and emotional dependency. This theme is especially important for trauma coaches and relationship-focused readers. Clients will ask, why am I so attached to this person? How do I let go? Or is this love or a trauma bond? These cards reveal where someone has confused chaos with connection. Reputation, legacy, and how you'll be remembered is next. These are key readings for public image guides, visibility coaches, and readers who help people shape their path. People want to know, how am I seen by others? Or am I living in integrity? Or even, what do I want to be remembered for? These cards help people to align their private energy with their public identity. Then we have survival mode versus creation mode. Empowerment coaches, trauma healers, and manifestation readers will resonate here. Clients might ask, why do I always feel like I'm fighting for stability? How can I start living instead of surviving? These readings show where someone is stuck in defense and how to reclaim the energy of creation. And finally, we explore illusion, fantasy, and escapism themes. These are for spiritual guides, trauma readers, and shadow interpreters. People come in saying, am I living in denial? Or what illusions am I holding on to? Or where am I using fantasy to avoid the truth? These readings break through deception, especially the kind we use on ourselves. So now that you've heard all 40 themes, here's how I recommend that you move forward. If you're a new or growing reader, watch the entire series. Let it expand how you see tarot. Then go back and rewatch your top 3 to 5 categories and start building your specialty around those. If you already know your niche, skip straight to the themes that align with your work. Watch those first, take notes, and integrate them into your sessions. And if you're here for personal growth, use this series like a mirror. Come back to each episode when you pull a particular card. Go to that timestamp that matches your current situation and ask, what am I meant to see right now? This system is flexible, but it is also very powerful. Don't rush it. This is deep work. Tarot is a living language, and this series will help you to speak it fluently. So here's what you want to do next. Make sure that you're subscribed to the Oracle Evolution and turn on your notifications so you never miss a deep dive video. In fact, go ahead and save the Tarot Deep Dive series playlist right now so you can always come back to it whenever you need a refresher or want to go deeper. Then Check the description of every episode for timestamps. Use them to navigate based on the theme you're focused on, or follow along from beginning to the end for the full transformation. And if you want early access to every episode, plus exclusive bonus tools, workbooks, downloads, and behind the scenes content, become a member at any level. The next episode is already waiting for you on the inside. This isn't just another tarot series, you guys. This is the system that is going to elevate your practice, sharpen your intuition, expand your insight, and completely shift the way you read for yourself and for others. So take a breath, set your intention, and let's begin your tarot evolution.